Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. How are you? Good afternoon, good evening if you're joining me later on and you're not live with me right now. Today is our upper body strength day, tying this in with Thursday's workout with the lower body strength day. Sorry, not quite awake, trying to multitask here. Combining upper and lower body is a nice little split. Doing total body workouts are great. I wanted to provide some exercise options for the folk who like to do things a little bit differently other than the full body workouts all the time. So what we're going to do today, we have 12 total moves, 2 rounds. We're doing 45 seconds of work with 30 seconds of rest. Most of the moves, the 45 seconds of work is more time than you actually need. When we're doing our pull-ups and our push-ups, I want you to pick a number in your head, 6, 10, whatever it is, and go from there. If you hit those numbers, great. Keep moving. If you get done and there's still 20 seconds left, give me 5 burpees, maybe marching knees. Give me something where you just keep moving constantly in motion. Keep that heart rate elevated at least for those 45 seconds, and then use that 30 seconds rest as a legitimate rest period only. So with that being said, I am going to start. It's a little bit different angle as well. Today, as you can see, the only option I had outside of leaving my front door wide open was to do, we'll call this our hallway workout today. I'm going to be down in my hallway the whole way. Got everyone else's doors closed, so they're enjoying a nice Saturday morning. And I'm going to be intruding on all of their space and making lots of noise. So what we're going to be doing, we'll have a little bit different warm-up as well. The warm-up will be slightly different because we're going to focus on the upper body and really opening up and loosening up that upper body so that we can get going and do things very effectively. So what we have is, I will demo the moves now. I'll tell you what we're doing. You can see it in the description if you're at home going through. And all right, here we go. All right, first move is going to be push-up. I have some push-up stands that make it easier. Takes the angle off the wrist, makes it a lot easier. If you have wrist impingements or wrist problems, if you have dumbbells, go ahead and use those. Standard push-up, hands at a 45 degree if you're using the push-up thing, the push-up stands. Just under the shoulders, slightly wider. Going out, down, and up. Always keeping our core nice and braced, not getting into a lower hip or the tailbone really high. Really focus on just keeping your core embraced, keeping your back nice and flat, and pushing through as many as you can. In 45 seconds, it's a long time to do push-ups. So pick your goal, 10, 15, 20, hit your goal, do one more. Drop to your knees, take a rest. There's time left, keep going. Get a couple more than what you think you can do. Challenge yourselves a little bit, okay? So after push-up, we'll roll into pull-up. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you have a couple different options. You can use your dining room table. Throw your feet underneath, grab on the edge, and use that for your pull-ups. You can use that to simulate a little TRX row. You can also take a towel to simulate some more TRX row. Take a towel, tie a knot in one end, throw it over the top of a doorway, pull the doorway closed, and then pull the towel towards the closed direction, the way the door closes. And you can use the edge of the towel and start pulling yourself up as rows or doing some TRX modifications. But if you have a pull-up bar, again, pick a number in your head. If it's 10, 45 seconds is more than enough time to knock out 10 pull-ups. So drop, shake it out, get back up and do a couple more. See how many you can do. Start pushing yourselves, challenging yourselves, and see how far you can actually go. Just because we're at home doesn't mean we can't get stronger, we can't get better, and we can make some really, really good progress. So again, first move is push-up. Second move is pull-up or row. For this one, I would like shoulder width or slightly wider grip. And when you're working out in the doorway, you have some limitations from time to time. So just do the best you can and work with what you got. So we're looking for full extension at the bottom, coming up to the top, chin above the hands, and doing as many as you can. Work with what you got, do it as safely as possible. After the pull-up, we're going to go into military push-up. So if you have push-up stands, the length of your arm from your fingertips to your elbow, that's the length, that's the width that the push-up stands are going to be in, and then they'll be facing forward. If you're doing regular push-ups, instead of here, you're going to be narrow with elbows really, really tight, and focusing on keeping your elbows really close to the body. Again, max reps. What's your number? Pick it, put it in your head, and then beat that number. Down and up, making sure the elbows are nice and tight. Everything's staying really close to the body. Okay? And then after military push-up, we're going to roll into chin-ups. So palms facing the body. You're going to be able to incorporate a little bit more arm action in here. So your hands will be even with your shoulders. Full extension at the bottom, all the way up to the top. Nice and in control. Up and down. Pick your number. Do the best you can. After chin-ups, we have, I'm going to use bands all day for the weights as opposed to doing dumbbells. If you have dumbbells, great, use them. If not, I'm going to show you how to use bands and still get an effective strength workout in. So with the alternating shoulder press, if you have the bands, we're doing a staggered stance. One leg back, and what we're doing with the alternating shoulder press, one arm is staying lifted, and just back and forth, alternating here, okay? If you have dumbbells, go ahead and rack them, keep those elbows forward, and push straight up, keeping those palms facing in. You should be able to go for the full 45 seconds. If not, remember what numbers you did on the first round and beat those numbers on the second round. After shoulder press comes static alternating curls. Depending on what band you have and what resistance you have with the bands is going to determine what stance you take. You're either going to take a split stance with the band under the front foot. You hold one arm at a 45, and you curl the other arm for the reps. I am going to go 8 and 8. So you hold, do 8, hit number 8, and then switch and 8. And if there's time left over, just go 2 and 2 until we run out of time. If you have a single band and it's not quite enough resistance, go to shoulder width stance and do the same thing. If that's still not enough resistance, go staggered stance, wrap the band around your foot until you get enough of a weight that is challenging. After the static arm curl, we have Tricep Kickback. So we'll be doing the same thing. Staggered stance, making a loop around your foot with the bands. Get back here. And the band goes on the front foot, bending over, keeping that core braced, nice flat back, keeping your elbows as close to the body as you can, and kicking straight back. Okay? After that, going front raises, front foot, holding the band, and just going up to shoulder width, shoulder height, not shoulder width, shoulder height. Keeping the arms straight, no bend in the elbows, core pulled in, keeping everything nice and braced, and up, okay? After front raises are bicep curl 21s. 3 position bicep curls. We start with the bottom half of the movement. Do 7 of these. After 7 of those, you do the top half for 7. And then the full range for 7. 7 times 3 is 21. That's why they're the 21s. After the 21s, have chair dips. Knees up is easier, legs out is harder. With these chair dips, you have a couple options. Your first option is to try to go for the full 45 seconds and just keep going and keep dipping and keep going. Or if you know that you can't quite go that long, you pick that rep range that's in your head, make it as challenging as possible, bring the feet in and give me 2 more. Try to push yourself a little bit as you can. After chair dips, we're going to finish with some core work. So we're going to go into plank with alternating leg raises. So for these, we're going to go low plank, so down on the forearms. And you hold, raise a leg, and just hold it for a few seconds, and then alternate. Nice and in control. And just going with constant alternations. Every 3 to 5 seconds or so, you decide what you want to do. After the alternating leg raises, we'll be alternating bird dog hold. So remember bird dog, knees directly under the hips, arms under the shoulders, nice flat back. Right arm goes out, left leg goes back, and then alternate. We're going to hold each one for a good 5 seconds. Count it in your head. It doesn't have to be exact. Just do the best you can. Or if you can see me while you're doing it, follow along and alternate with me. I'm going to be shooting for 5 to 10 second holds. So in 45 seconds, we should see about maybe 5 alternations. Making sure that we're not tipping our tailbone, keeping our pelvis nice and flat. Pretend there's a glass of water on your back and you're trying not to spill that water. Okay? So now we have our warm-up, and what we're going to do is we're going to be doing some arm circles, get the shoulders nice and warm, getting them extra ready to go. So we're going to go palms out. I want your arms straight out to the side, palms up like you're washing windows on either side, and we're going to do small circles going forward and begin. Up tall, keep the neck out of the shoulders, avoid this, be nice and tall. Just little baby forward circles, we're just washing those windows nice and clean. Good, and stop and reverse. Do some reverse. Should feel a little burn in the shoulders as we start going, getting warmed up. Okay, good. Now we got the blood flow going into the shoulders, nice and good. What we're after now is we're going to do a shoulder stretch. Arms straight out. I like the modification that I learned from Lacey, so thank you, Lacey, for showing me this. Get a better stretch out of it. Grab the forearm, pull the forearm across. So you're pulling this arm across and back, really lengthening the back of the shoulder and really getting a nice good stretch across that shoulder, keeping yourself square. Good, switch sides. Again, grabbing the forearm, pulling it across. I feel it all across the back of the shoulder in so many wonderful ways. All right, and then we're going to do back scratchers, right? So we scratch our back, and then we help scratch a little bit lower, getting a nice stretch along the tricep. As we do these and hold. Now we lean to the side, get that back action in there, loosen up those lats a little bit. At the same time, dual action stretching, it's a wonderful thing. Switch sides. Okay. Next we have a supine, a wall slide. So laying flat on your back. That might be too wide for the hallway. Arms up and down. Keep laying flat on your back, feet flat on the ground, knees bent from the top of your head to your tailbone, spine completely flat on the ground, and that's what we're after. All right, here we go. Get into position. And 1, 2, 3. Try to keep those forearms on the ground the whole time, making sure we're opening that chest, keeping that back flat, core pulled in. And 10. Excellent. All right, so next we have the last warm-up move. Get that blood flowing going a little bit more for everyone. Get you guys caught up with me. We're going to go alternating side-to-side hops. Sorry, lateral hops on one leg, and then we'll switch. Going 10 side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, you guys. Okay. We're just about to get going, just about ready. Good morning, everyone who's out there live with me. All right, again, 12 moves, 2 rounds. We've got 45 seconds of work. Pick a number in your head. If you can go for the full 45 seconds, you're awesome. Otherwise, pick a number, do the best you can, and try to beat that number by 1, okay? First move, push-ups, knee push-ups, elevated push-ups. Make the modification that you need for how you're moving and how strong you feel. Pick that push-up number in your head. For me, I'm going for 30. Those are my numbers for today on the push-ups. See if I can get 30 for all of the push-ups that we have. Okay. 24, making sure I'm pulling up the right timer. All right, guys, we got 5 seconds. And get in position. And start pushing. Get your push-ups going. Flat back, tailbone tucked, core pulled in. $19, $20, whew, 20 seconds left. 9, 30. 2, 1, and rest. Excellent job, great job. Coming up next, we have pull-up or a row if you only have bands. We're doing a double row at the same time. So for pull-ups, we want to keep our core braced. Hopefully you have enough room. Hopefully it's not as awkward as mine. And begin. Shooting for 10. So I got 12 in. We've got about 15 seconds left. And I'm happy with 12 pull-ups. I've been really lazy on my pull-ups lately, so I'll take 12. Let me know your numbers, guys. I'm going to see what you're doing out there. And rest. Good. Here's our rest period. So some of these moves They're going to be a little bit more challenging. Getting ready for military push-up. Again, elbow to fingertip length if you're using the push-up stands. If not, hands are directly under the shoulders, slightly inside, and elbows are going to be nice and tight against the body. And start pushing. We got 22 seconds. That's going to happen. On the military push-ups is good. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. So 30 seconds is a slightly longer rest period. 45 seconds is a lot of work time, but I'm really not expecting everyone outside of the planks to use the whole 45 seconds. Picking a number, pushing yourself. These are some of these moves are a little bit harder than normal, but that's what we're after, right? That's how we get progress. That's how we get better. On to chin-ups. And begin. Don't forget your water. Drink it as you need it. Whew. 10 seconds. Keep going, you got this. Keep breathing. All right. Rolling into alternating shoulder press. Again, the alternation is happening with one arm extended. Back leg, staggered stance, band on the back foot. Make sure it's in the center of the foot. You don't want it to slip. Holy moly, triceps are on fire. This is early, it's scary. So my goals are bulking up a little bit, getting a little bit more muscle mass. 2, 1, rest. So my rep range is 8 to 10, depending on how I feel. Your rep range might be 12 to 15, 15 to 20. You might not be counting, you're just going for the whole time. Good on you. Do what you can. All right, static arm curls. Get a weight, get your band. Getting in position. One arm at 90, going for 8 reps. On the other side. And 8. So remember, elbow stays pinned. It's in here. Elbow is hinged at the body. We're not doing all this crazy action. Bicep is the only thing doing the move. When you get to the top, rest at the top of the curls. That pinky should face the outside of the shoulder that you're curling up to. All right. Moving on to tricep kickbacks. Front foot, if you're using the bands, we'll hold the weight in a staggered stance. How was my form? Let me know. Got a few of you watching. Were my tricep kickbacks sloppy? What did I do wrong? What can you do better on your end? You got 5 seconds. Keep going. 2, 1, rest. Coming up next, we have front raises. So again, when we lift up, we'll only go even with the shoulder. We don't go too far up. We want to avoid any shoulder issues. Staggered stance again. Weight under the band under the front foot. And start raising. Okay. So I picked the wrong band, so I have to put the weight on the back foot. So now I know the next round through, I've got to use a different band, or I've got to wrap it around my feet. I've got to do something different. Five seconds. Rest. Good job. All right. Next we have our bicep curl 21s, 3 position curls, bottom half, top half, and then full range. 7 of each, making our 21s. Seven, top half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. You got 5 seconds. Hopefully you've got water close. Hopefully you're still working with me. We got chair dips coming up. Remember to keep your body as close to the chair as you can. If our body starts getting further away from the chair, bad things in the shoulders. And begin. Pick a number. Go for the whole time. What can you do? 11, 12, 20 seconds left. Four, 3, 2, 1. Whew. My triceps are on fire. I love it. Hopefully you're enjoying the workout. Let me know how you did, how you're doing. When you're all done, let me see those MyZone heart rate monitors. Let's see how those have done. All right, we got plank with alternating leg raises. Again, low plank down in the forearms. Alternating a leg raise every 5 seconds or so. Keeping that back flat. And plank. Left leg up. Switch. 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 All right, 12 seconds. Hold the plank. And rest. Good job. All right, coming up next, alternating bird dog hold. And we're halfway through already. We only got to do that whole thing one more time and that's it. Hopefully you're sticking with me. I hope you're pushing yourself, you're challenging, you're sweating, breathing hard. All right, bird dog holds, alternating. And begin. Switch. Switch. And switch. Keep that core pulled in. Trying to touch that belly button to the spine. Keep breathing. Keep working. Keeping your back flat. Three, two, one. Rest. Good. One round of 2 down. Going back into the push-ups. Getting ready. Standard width. If you have push-up stands, just outside shoulder width distance. Simulating a bench press. Getting those hands at a 45-degree angle or so. Got 3 seconds. Get your numbers. And push-ups. Whew, 20 seconds left. Can I get 10 more? 10, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest, good job. I need to take a seat. Nope, no resting. Rest just means there's no exercise going on. Doesn't mean we sit down. We don't run to the kitchen and get a donut. We don't have donuts in our house, right? All right, pull-ups. Coming up next. And start pulling. Got 10, got 20 seconds left. Do what you can. If you need to take a small break, mini set break, that's all right. Get back in, do a couple more. I feel my form slipping. Feel a lot of shoulder shrugging going on. So I'm making too many compensations. Rest. So 10 with a pause. Did 3 more. Call it 2 because that last one I think was pretty sloppy. All right, military push-up. Again, push-up stands, elbow to fingertip. That's your width. Stands are parallel. Elbows are nice and tight the whole time. And begin, start pushing. Elbows rubbing on the body the whole time. Holy moly, triceps. You got 20 seconds. Keep going. Oh, wow. Those ones got me today. 2, 1. Rest. Good job. Chin-ups. Last pull-up variation of the day. Wow. All right, you're gonna go in 10 seconds. Remember, chin up, palms facing forward, hands at shoulder width distance. Incorporating a little more biceps in there as well. Start pulling. Shake it out. Hop back on. We got time. Got 20 seconds. Keep working. So for me, I know my pull-ups are done when I start kipping. Using my legs. Rest. Doing anything where it's not just the pull-up motion. Any level of extra body movement, that means I'm done and making too many compensations. All right, alternating shoulder press, staggered stance, band on the rear leg. And just for fun, I'm gonna switch legs. In position. Good job. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, most of these exercises, I want you to pick a rep range and go for that rep range. We're going with static, alternating curls. This is 8 on each arm. Gonna go in 3 seconds. One arm at 90. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 15 seconds. Hold for 10. 4, 3. Great job. Holy moly. Great job. Tricep kickbacks. All right, start kicking back. Band under the front foot. You have 15 seconds. Keep going if you can. How's your rep range? How's your form? Good morning, Patty. Whew. This is a good one. All right. Rolling into front raises for the shoulders. Gonna go in 10 seconds. I'm gonna go with the shoulder width stance for this round. 2, 1, and begin. 9 3/4, right? Last one was pretty sloppy. Focus on pulling that core in. Making sure we're not swaying our body. Nice and in controlled. And rest. All right, bicep curl, 21s. So for me again, I'm going to go with shoulder width stance. You got 3 seconds. Bottom 7 first. Bottom half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Top half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, full range. I went up in weight. This one's heavy. May have been a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I survived. 2, 1. Hopefully you did too. Go ahead and get in position for the chair dips. Whew. This is a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. I knew today was going to be a challenge. But I wanted to give you guys something specific for strength building on separating the body out. And begin with the chair dips. It's 25. Got sweat in my eye. Got 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, 2 moves left. Just 2 moves. Finish things out with the core moves. You got plank with alternating leg raises or a 45-second hold on the plank. We're going to do the leg raises for a little bit longer time. I'm going to keep the clock closer to me so I can see it a little easier. All right, get in position, down on your forearms, low plank. And begin. Left leg up. Switch. 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 Both legs up. Just kidding. And rest. Good. Coming up next to finish this out is alternating bird dog hold. We'll continue with that same 10-second hold that we just did with the planks. Listen for me. I'll do my best to call it out. All right. Get ready. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm, left leg. Hold. Switch. 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 Switch again. And that's it. It's a complete workout. Upper body completely built, stronger. Way to go. I'm proud of you. Great job. So now we want to bring your heart rate down a little bit. We want to get you ready for some foam rolling and taking care of that body. So you got a rest day tomorrow. Lacey will be back on Monday. We'll be rocking some more workouts. Keep you guys on your toes, keep you guys moving good, feeling good until we get back into the gym and I can see all your lovely faces again. So at the very end, go ahead and start foam rolling. Take care of yourself. Bring that heart rate down. If there's anything extra you'd like to do, go ahead and do it before you cool down. This is Coach Matt. Thank you for your time. I appreciate your effort. I appreciate your work. See you soon.